What's up? Hold on, guys. I'm getting a call on my other line. What's up? Hey, guys, guess what? We are back today, hot and fresh, with another food review video. And that's right, you guessed it, guys. I'm at Philly Pretzel Factory performing a very dangerous stunt right there. But today, guys, we are going to be reviewing Philly Pretzel Factory and talking everything Super Bowl, guys, including your favorite Super Bowl commercials. And, you know, as I let off with the top there, the little Budweiser was up. You remember that, guys? Budweiser was so good with their advertisements back in like the late 90s, mid 2000s. Just like every year you knew that Budweiser was going to put out a banger commercial around Super Bowl time. So I'd love to talk more about commercials, guys, in this episode, give my prediction for the game, and guys, and try a Philadelphia classic, guys, the Philly Soft Pretzel. So you guessed it. Thanks for coming back. Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, and leave me a comment. Comment to me what your favorite Super Bowl commercial is, by the way. So getting back to the commercials, guys, I don't know if you remember Terry Tate, Office linebacker. Do you remember that guy? He was a guy that it was a Reebok ad, I want to say early 2000s, and he'd run around the office saying, you know, that's a long distance call, Doug, and then like slam the guy into the wall. You know, you need a cover sheet on your TPS reports, Richard. You know, and he'd be the enforcer. And the other, guys, that was always my favorite Super Bowl commercial. But getting back to the Philly Pretzels, guys, and getting back to the review, I have your classic Philly Pretzels here. And, guys, there are Philly Pretzel factories all over the region. I'm not even sure if they're actually all over the country, but I'm in South Jersey, and today I'm in Collingswood, New Jersey, at the Philly Soft Pretzel Factory. And, guys, I want to talk Super Bowl and hear what your thoughts are on the big game. Today is Tuesday, so this is the official Super Bowl pregame party here, and I'm kicking off right now, guys. So here goes nothing. The first item today I'm going to try is obviously the classic pretzel, and I'm just going to go ahead and take a. I did get some dips here, but I'm going to go ahead and just take a bite of it and let you know what I think about it. And is this a representative of a good Philly soft pretzels? Everybody knows we do our cheesesteaks, but are our pretzels holding up, guys? I'm gonna let you know. Okay. And guys, I didn't get here right when they opened, and to be completely honest with you, while I usually love a Philly soft pretzel, and this is pretty good, it's not warm. And usually when you go to Philly Pretzel Factory, at least early enough in the day, you usually get a warm pretzel. Now, I did get some dips to help it go down, and we'll see if that makes a difference. I did go ahead and get cheese, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the cheese cup that I got here at Philly. Look at that. Guys, there you have it, the cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and dip the Philly pretzel in the cheese and let you know what I think about it. Now, guys, the cheese is taking it to another level. Unfortunately, the pretzel itself, while good and while an average Philly pretzel usually could be made above average by at least being served warm, but if you have some dipping sauces, guys, they're still going to hit the spot regardless. And that cheese whiz is exactly what I think it is. It's what you would get on a whiz Philly cheesesteak, guys. Guys, do you get the whiz on the Philly cheesesteak? Well, I usually get provolone. Some people get American. Let me know in the comments what kind of cheese you guys get on your steak. And you can see where I'm going here, by the way, for my Super Bowl talk. I don't know if you guys are picking quite up on my theme with my reviews here, but we're definitely reviewing the Philly foods, guys. Here, I'm going to go ahead and try another dip and see if that makes a big difference on this average pretzel. And that dip is the that dip is the buttercream dip, guys. And I believe this is almost going to be like a buttercream frosting. So I'm going to go ahead and take a dip of the buttercream frosting, and then I'm going to let you know what I think about the pretzel, and also what I think about the pretzel with the different dips incorporated. I got a little extra there. And that is sweet. It's a good buttercream. Honestly, if I had a cake frosted with that, I wouldn't be complaining. I would not be complaining if that was the frosting on my birthday cake. That is a really good buttercream. So guys, like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed that the pretzels weren't hot. You know, most of the pretzels you buy now in the area, you're either going to get them at Philly Pretzel Factory or you're going to get them at Wawa. Unfortunately, you know, I remember growing up, flashback, I remember my dad bringing home pretzels from work, and he would literally buy them from a guy on the street, and they'd have the 3 pretzels wrapped up in the paper bag, and those things were good, and they lasted a day or two. They were much more dense. Pretzels now are kind of almost even like worse than donuts. If you almost have to eat them the same day. And I do believe that Philly Pretzel Factory sells their pretzels at a discount after a certain time. But guys, it's not really worth stocking up on those pretzels unless you're going to eat them that day, because in reality, they're not going to be very good the next day. And they're so cheap, they're not really worth freezing. So all in all, I'd say, well, I normally love Philly Pretzel Factory. And guys, you would be the MVP of your Super Bowl party if you decided to stroll in with a Philly pretzel tray. Everybody loves it, especially this Super Bowl Sunday, guys. And I am not being endorsed by Philly Pretzel Factory, but you know you're off to at least a good start when you go in and there's a Philly pretzel rivets tail and with some cheese and some mustard that you can enjoy before a game. You guys, it always sets the mood right. But anyway, getting down to brass tacks on the Philly pretzels themselves. Guys, this batch, I wasn't a huge fan. I mean, they hold up okay. I'm going to have to go ahead and give the Philly pretzel a 2.5 slaps out of 5. I've had better from Philly Pretzel Factory, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It is a cold day, and I'm sure they're going to be selling a lot of these this weekend, and they'll be warmed up. But with the dipping sauces, guys, I would bump up that number 2 with the cheese, a 3 slaps out of 5. The pretzel dipped in cheese, I'll go ahead and give it that. And guys, surprisingly, I will match that with the buttercream, because if you want like kind of a dessert-ish style pretzel, go ahead and dip your Philly pretzel in the buttercream frosting, guys, and it made it a little sweet, and it made it better, to be completely honest with you guys. So for the buttercream, 3 slaps out of 5, guys. 3 slaps out of 5 for the buttercream. Not too bad, right? So guys, let's get into the next item here, and that is one of my favorite items, guys. And I just told you guys on the last episode that I'm not a big hot dog eater, but while I did say that, I have to make an exception from time to time for the pretzel dog, guys, right there from Philly Pretzel Factory, guys. And the pretzel dog is a great item, guys. It doesn't matter what season it is, what time of day. You got a pretzel dog in your hand, you're going to be all right. And this is why, guys, I also thought ahead and went ahead and got the cheese dipping sauce so I can go ahead and dip said pretzel dog into the cheese. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to let you know how it is on that slaps. Here it is with the cheese, guys. All right, here we go. Guys, look at that. Look at that, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get a little more there. Guys, I'm not messing around here. The pretzel dog from Philly Pretzel Factory always delivers, guys. I mean, it wasn't piping hot, but guys, it was warm, and I don't know if the juices from the dog I think I have some frosting on my face there. I don't know if the juices from the dog had a little time to congeal with that warm pretzel, guys, but I don't know. It had a little bit of a snap to it with the cheese. Guys, without the cheese, I would probably have to give the plain pretzel, if I was to put mustard on it, 3.5, guys, normally. But guys, with dipped in the cheese, that elevates the pretzel dog, guys, to not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 slaps, guys, on the Philly Pretzel Factory pretzel dog. All right, guys, so there you have it when it comes to the food review today. But guys, I also wanted to invite you in to leave me your comments on what you think is going to happen in the big game on Sunday. And guys, I'm going to be straightforward with my prediction. I am in South Jersey. I'm in the Philly area here. Everybody's fired up for the Eagles. And guys, I don't know. I don't see the Chiefs scoring more than 30 points. I think the key to the game is going to be the Eagles holding the Chiefs under 30. If the Eagles hold the Chiefs under 30 and the Chiefs don't score 30 often, I believe that with Saquon Barkley running the ball, and especially in the second half, the Eagles will be able to salt this game away. Hopefully there's no turnovers. Hopefully Elliott is on. And if all that happens, guys, I'm going to go ahead and have to make the prediction that the Birds bring it home on Sunday. Final score, 33-24 Eagles. And they salt it away at the end with a field goal or a late touchdown, and that's that. So it ends up being a closer game than the score indicates, but nevertheless, Eagles win the game. I like Devontae Smith to get in the end zone and get 60 yards as a sleeper. Guys, all the action is going to be on Saquon Barkley. And while I love Saquon, I think in Super Bowl, I think Nick Sirianni is going to have to be a little bit more creative and find a way to get somebody else the ball. Of course, if the ball gets down to the 1, you're going to have a parlay with Jalen Hurts, touchdown, Eagles money line. But, guys, I also have Eagles over 29.5 points because I do believe that if they score 30, they win the game. And that's that, guys. And there will be a parade next week on Broad Street. But between now and then, guys, I am actually heading out to That Slaps. You guessed it, is going out to Los Angeles, California to watch the Super Bowl. And guys, I already had the trip planned, so I'm going to be out of town, but I will be coming to you with some content from different areas in California, in Los Angeles area, and I will be attending an Eagles bar in Los Angeles for the Super Bowl. So guys, check back in this weekend and next week for some brand new content from That Slaps, guys. And please subscribe to the channel. I love that you stopped by. Go Birds, and we'll catch you on the next episode of That Slaps. Bye, guys.